Hello again, my loyal viewers. Yep, I'm remaking another older Disney record review with my newer looking equipment, and it's not a Three Little Pigs related title. Well, sort of, but you'll see why in a bit. But it is a release in the Walt Disney Storyteller line of book and audio read-alongs. Walt Disney presents Mother Goose Rhymes. In fact, this song could probably explain it better. Yeah, from that Busy Town CD-ROM game I featured on this channel quite a bit. No, Zeke Wolf does.
We can read along with him, read a rhyme or sing a song. It's good to have a friend. Stories take us far away and bring us right back home that day.
Yeah. It's a magical thing about books.
When you read along, Old King Cole and Muffin Man, buckle shoes, then count to 10. Baba Black Sheep, my son John, Simple Simon too.
Yep, the classic nursery rhymes we all grew up with, done in a Disney style. Though some of those rhymes mentioned in the song aren't going to be in this. But anyways, you may have noticed the illustrations look rather old. That's because this is an adaptation of the 1949 Little Golden Book here, simply titled Walt Disney's Mother Goose. Disney adapted it into a read-along format in 1966, like they did with some other Little Golden Books, entirely narrated by Robbie Lester, like other little LP read-along book and audio titles of the time. The copy I have here is the 1979 reissue in the Walt Disney Storyteller read-along line, with a fuller voice cast. And near the end it has a few rhymes sung in song by Sterling Holloway, one of Disney's favorite voice actors, as I've already mentioned. Anyways, I mentioned a bit of Three Little Pigs here, as we do make a couple of appearances in this book. Couple of brief ones relating to certain rhymes. See, there I am. Look how dark they made me. Well, at least it's better than that 1948 Three Little Pigs Little Golden Book that was also adapted into Disney read-along format that made me look completely different. Oh yeah, and this last page here is meant for children to color in. As a lot of earlier Disney read-along titles were like that. In fact, Mother Goose's head there, it's also on the record label. See, it's the same thing. Yeah, but enough of this yakking. Let's see the pictures, hear the record, and read the book.
These are Mother Goose rhymes.
See? No, this is the story of.
Your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this.
Yeah, that's Hal Smith. That's still the same.
Let's begin now. The Queen of Hearts.
With Mickey and Minnie and Eater Morty
The
and Freddy.
Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day.
Listen to that funky
The
music.
Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts, and with them ran away. The King of
One of
Hearts
those usual
fought for those
70s
tarts
read-along
and
stock
beat
music
the knave
tracks.
full sword.
Ooh, they won't
The
get away
Knave
with
of
that
Hearts
nowadays.
brought back those tarts and said he'd steal no more.
Little Jack Horner.
With Sneezy.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner. eating a Christmas
He
pie.
needs to do something about that stuffed
Put
nose.
in his thumb and took out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I!"
Gesundheit.
Jack Sprat.
Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could
But
eat no
Dumbo'S the
meat.
boy.
And so betwixt them both, you see. they
Yeah, you
got
might
the
notice how they
black
cut
meat.
Timothy Mouse out of the live-action remake.
Betty Blue.
Oh, Cinderella.
Little Betty Blue.
Back when she was still in production.
What shall little Betty do? Buy her another to match the other.
I think that's Linda
And then
Gary
she'll
reading
walk in
that.
too.
Jumping Joan.
Aw, one of the mushrooms from Fantasia.
Here am I, little jumping Joan. When nobody's with me, I'm always alone.
Aw.
Deedle Deedle Dumpling.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
Little dumpling, my son John, once a bed with his stockings
Clothes, trousers.
once you off and once you
Sleeping
off.
on the violin,
Little
just like in the
dumpling,
movie.
my son John.
Hope the clocks and snoring don't keep him awake.
Hey Diddle Diddle.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat
Aw,
in the middle.
Figaro.
Jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such
Sorry,
sport,
Till.
and the titty ran away with the spoon.
Crosspatch.
With Grumpy from Golden Video Killers.
Stand, draw the latch. Sit by the fire and spin. Take a cup and drink it up. And call your neighbors
Yeah, I
in.
think that's Corey Burton doing the voice.
This little pig.
Yep, here we go.
This little pig went to market. This little pig stayed at home. This little
I think
pig
that's
had
supposed to be
roast
Pfeiffer
beef.
Pig narrating.
This little pig had
Voiced by
nuts.
Linda Gary.
This little pig cried, wee, 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 all the way home.
Mary's Lamb.
Yes.
Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as
Miss
snow.
Minnie.
And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. She followed her to school one day.
That was supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I caught a hair alive.
Laugh and play to
But they
see a
edited it out and read along.
Jack Be Nimble.
Jack be nimble. Jack be quick.
Jack Flash sat on a candlestick.
Peter Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well.
Wee Willie Winky.
Wee Willie Winky runs through the town,
Huh.
upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window,
Oh, Donald Duck.
crying at the lock.
All the babies are back, so now it's at attack.
I think it's Jim Tavetic, not Clarence Nash.
Bye, baby bunting. Daddy's gone a hunting to get a little rabbit skin to wrap the baby bunting in.
Ding Dong Bell.
Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Green. Who
Lamplight.
pulled her out? Big Johnny Stout.
Pinocchio.
What a naughty boy was that, to try to drown poor pussy.
Why are people so
who never
abusive
did
to
him any
animals?
harm, but killed the mice in his father's
Yeah.
barn.
A Diller, a Dollar.
Oh, Donald again.
A dollar, a dollar. A dollar snacks.
Sounds a little more like Yacky Doodle here.
You used to come a dollar knock. And now you come a dollar.
That Donald and his hissy fits.
Simple Simon.
With Goofy.
Simple Simon met a pieman, going to the fair. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, let me taste your ware.
Oh, and there's
Simon
horse
to
collar.
Simple Simon, show me first your penny. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, indeed, I have not any. He went to catch a dicky bird and thought he could not fail, because he got a little salt to put upon his tail.
That old wives' tale.
Simple Simon went a fishing for to catch a whale.
Impossible.
All the water he had got was in his mother's pail. He went for water in a sieve, but soon it all ran through. And now, poor Simple Simon bids you all adieu.
You sure he wouldn't bid us all Yahoo? Sure he wouldn't bid us all Yahoo-hoo-hoo-wee?
Bobby Shafto.
Bobby Shaftow's going to say, silver buckles at his knee. He'll come back and marry me. Pretty Bobby shacked out.
There were two blackbirds.
There were two.
Oh, the controversial crows from Dumbo.
The one named Jack, the other named Jill.
That's a boy. That's a male.
Jack, fly away, Jill.
That's Corey Burton doing an imitation of Bill Thompson.
Old King Cole.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipes, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three.
But only one of them's playing the violin. Yeah, that illustration is from Geppetto's workshop in Pinocchio, of all the clocks and music boxes he made, along with a pipe, too. Yeah, they just pieced together various Disney characters and such that would somewhat relate to the rhymes. Little Betty Blue being Cinderella running off at midnight. Oh yeah, I also mention that in 1971 there was a sequel read-along, More Mother Goose, featuring more nursery rhymes not covered here. But it didn't have any familiar classic Disney characters, despite them being drawn in the Disney style, and they were all read by Lois Lane, the British Disneyland story reader. But enough of that, because you may have noticed that this little pig page cut off part of the illustration on the top. Here's how it looked in the original Golden Book. Yep, there's me again, with my darker colored muzzle. Well, Lisa's still pretty on model. Also, look on the page for the rhyme that comes next. There's me again. Along with my friends, Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and Foulfellow. This is kind of a Disney All-Star thing at the time, even including more minor characters, like Bongo, Pablo Penguin, and Clara Cluck. But let me turn over the record so we can put on the rhyme. There.
The old woman who lived in a shoe.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had
Wiggly
so
old
many
woman
children,
voice.
She didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread. She whipped them all soundly and sent
They
them
won't
to
get
bed.
away with that nowadays. Whipping them all soundly. The reprint of the book changed it to Kiss Them All
Rock-a-bye,
Soundly.
baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks,
Just the birds.
the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all.
A grim ending. No wonder that rhyme traumatized Maggie Simpson.
Rub-a-dub-dub. 3 men in a tub. And who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
No, it's Foulfellow, Gideon, and that devilish
Name all
coachman,
3.
Little Tommy Tucker.
a.k.a. Pinocchio.
Little Tommy Tucker sings for his supper. What shall he eat? White bread and butter. How shall he cut it? Without a knife. How shall he marry? Without any wife.
He's too young to get married.
Georgie Porgy.
Oh, but
Georgie, pudding and pie.
kiss the girls and made them cry. Kiss the girls and made them cry.
Georgie, pudding ran away.
Hey, that's a funky song.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch
You already
a
heard the
pail of
stock
water.
music.
Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got and home did trot, as fast as he could caper. Went to bed and plastered his head with vinegar and brown paper.
Little Miss Muffet.
With Minnie.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey.
Ugh.
There came a great spider.
A Scottish
Sat
spider.
beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Eek!
Ooh, Minnie has a pretty shrill shriek there. Well, at least it's not as bad as DW screaming.
Put me down! No! No! Ah!
Alright, that's enough.
Hickory, dock.
Hickory, hickory.
Timothy Mouse
The mouse
again.
ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory, hickory, dock.
Humpty Dumpty.
Aw, look at that.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the cakes were smashed, all the cakes smashed.
Yeah, they went with a similar approach like that for the Jim Henson's Mother Goose Rhymes series.
This is the way the ladies
With a
ride.
goofy chick hatching out of the Broken Egg Show.
Ladies ride. Trot, 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 trot.
Fancy.
This is
Oh.
the way the gentlemen ride. Gallop-a-trot, gallop-a-trot.
That's the late Wayne Alline as Vicky.
This is the way
When he was really young.
Right. Hobbledy-hoy, hobbledy-hoy.
Of course, Goofy would get the hobbledy-hoy horse.
Handy Pandy.
Handy pandy, jack-a-dandy. Loved plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at the grocer's shop, and out he came. Hop,
Sure hope he remembers to brush his teeth a lot. Now for the songs.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, whose fleece was white as snow.
And everywhere that Mary went,
There's
Mary-
Sterling Holloway.
Mary went, everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
He followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. Followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play, laugh and play, laugh and play. Made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school.
And so the teacher turned him out, turned him out, turned him out. And so the teacher
Yep,
turned
it's
him
an
out, but
extended
still
version of the rhyme.
and waited patiently about, waited patiently.
Yeah, these recordings,
till Mary did appear.
they come from an album that Sterling Holloway did with Disney Records years before. With Tootie Camerata conducting, of course.
As if he said, I'm not afraid, not afraid, not afraid. As if he said, I'm not afraid, you'll keep me from all harm. What makes the lamb of Mary so, Mary so, Mary so? What makes the lamb of Mary so? The eager children cry.
Oh, Mary loves the lamb, you know, lamb, you know, lamb, you know. Oh, Mary loves that lamb, you know, the teacher did reply.
Here we go. Couple more here. That's a bad violin playing.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe. Your pipe, sir.
Thank you,
And he called for his bowl. Your bowl, sir.
thank you,
And he called for his tree.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Sterling Holloway is pretty good with children, what I heard. Two bits. Here's a rhyme that wasn't in this book.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled
The
peppers.
tongue twister.
If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Ah.
He ate him. Well, at least according to Bear in the Big Blue House. That wasn't too bad, but when Gumby's band performed Mary Had a Little Lamb in the late 80s, they did a rather keen job with it. This was still available until after the early 90s, and a cassette tape only, as Disney discontinued the vinyl read-alongs after 1986. In fact, for the 1990 version, they redesigned the cover artwork to fit with the rest of the read-along series at the time, and they also redid the cassette's audio, with everything read by Roy and Karen Dortrice, not unlike the older Robbie Lester read-alongs, except it had music accompanying it. Oh yeah, they also updated the cover to the Three Little Pigs read-along book and tape set at that time. But it still had the same 1948 illustrations inside from this little golden book. And the cassette still had the same 1978 soundtrack. So cheap of them. If anything, for the cover of that early 90s version of the Three Little Pigs read-along, they should have just used this illustration. Then it would have been less misleading. Anyways, I may have a few more record and cassette reviews planned soon, but I don't know if they'll be Three Little Pigs or Wolf themed titles. Just keep watching this channel.